Welcome, dear listeners. In this video, we shall read further what happened in the chapter when Granny wanted a lemon. Swaminathan was returning home. He was much worried about his granny and he was blaming himself for his poor conduct. Usually, when he would reach home, he would go straight into the kitchen and grab something to eat, but this time his hunger was not that important to him as his granny. So he entered straight into her room and was looking fixedly at her. Let's read page 107. Granny's passage had no light. It had only a shaft falling from the lamp in the hall. In the half darkness, he could not see her face clearly. She lay still. Swaminathan was seized with a horrible passing doubt whether she might not be dead of stomachache. When Swaminathan reached the room of his grandmother, he was a bit tensed. The room did not have proper light. Only the lamp light was falling on the floor. It was half dark, and he could hardly see his grandmother. She was laying still. She did not move. Swaminathan was just stuck at his own pace. He was filled with the doubt that was his grandmother, his dear grandmother, dead because of stomachache? He was awestruck. He was blaming himself more and more that why didn't he bring lemon for her? Perhaps after taking lemon, she would have been cured by this time. He controlled his voice and asked, "Granny, how is your pain?" Granny stirred, opened her eyes and said, "Swami, you have come? Have you had your food?" "Not yet. How is your stomach ache, Granny?" He mustered up courage to ask her, "How is your pain, Granny? Is your stomach still aching?" Granny loved her grandson very much, and that's why, before telling about her own health, she asked Swaminathan if he had taken dinner or not. She was asking about his health, and she asked him, "Did you have your food?" She was pleased to see him by his bedside. Swaminathan replied, "Oh, it's all right, it's all right." It cost him all his mental powers to ask without flinching, "Did you get the lemon?" He wanted to know it. He had been feeling genuinely anxious about it. The little boy collected all his courage, and with that strength he tried to ask in a very low voice about the health of Granny. "Did you get lemon, Granny?" He was asking her if anybody else at home, any other family member at home, would bring lemon for her. Did she get lemon anyhow? Let's read further. What did Granny reply? Granny answered this question at once, but to Swaminathan it seemed an age. A terrible stretch of time during which anything might happen. She might say anything, scold him, disown him, swear that she might have nothing to do with him, or say reproachfully that if he had cared to go and purchase the lemon in time, he might have saved her, and that she was going to die in a few minutes. Now Swaminathan is figuring out, did Granny get any lemon? Although Granny did not take any time in answering the question that yes, she got the lemon, but even that 1 second pause was a long pause for Swaminathan. He could not wait for that thing. Anything could have happened in that 1 second pause. She might say anything, she might disown him. Disown him means she would say that this boy doesn't belong to me anymore. She may swear that she might not to do anything with that boy, or she would scold him bitterly. She would say bad words to him. But even then, He wanted to know the answer. But she simply said, "You did right in not going. Your mother had kept a dozen in the kitchen." Swaminathan was overjoyed to hear this good news. Grandmother told Swaminathan instantly that it was right he didn't go to buy a lemon because his mother had kept a dozen of lemon in the kitchen. Swaminathan was overjoyed. He was full of joy to hear this good news that she got lemon instantly and was cured. Now she has a relief from the pain. So, seeing his grandmother healthy, he was very much overjoyed and pleased. He too was relieved of the tension and guilt. However careless he was, yet he was kind at heart and he loved his grandmother very much. He wanted to serve her as well. Granny too loved her grandson very much. She had no grudges, no bad feelings for Swaminathan. She knew very well that he was a very naughty boy. Thanks for watching the video.